Prabhupada. I am honored to take this service, and I hope I can do it with the purest and humblest of hearts. So we'll sing the Sanskrit and then the Bengali, and then later we'll read the translation together. Dharma bali deve yā're, ete ka prasansa kare, adharma bali aninde yā're. Kichu nahi kara, dharma adharma parihara, auratani guda vyapare. Yachi mana dharita vapaya. Yachi mana dharita vapaya. Se sakala parihari, raja bhume vasakari, ratahao yugala sevaya. Se sakala parihari, raja bhume vasakari, ratahao yugala sevaya. Shri Sachinandana Dane, Shri Nandana Dana Sane, Eka Karika Hara Bhajana. Shri Mukunda Priya Jana, Guru Deva Jana Mana, Tumalagi Patita Pavana. Jagate prakata bhai, tanha vina gati nahi, yadi chaha apana kushala. Tanha rachanane dari, tad ade sat sadas mari, e bhakti vinoda deha bala. Dharma bali vede yā're, ete kapa samsakare, adharma bali yā're. Na kichu nahi kara, dharma adharma parihara, auratani guda vyapare. Krishna, thank you so much. I'll now read the translation. This is translation to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Manah-Siksa Bhasa, second song. Engage neither in anything that the Vedas proclaim to be dharma, nor in anything that it censures. Rather, leaving all dharma and the dharma aside, enrapture yourself in the supreme mystery. O heart, I beg you, holding onto your lotus feet, abandon everything, live in Vraja, and be always absorbed in the loving service of the divine couple, Sri Sri Radha Krishna. Worship our treasure, Sri Sachinandan, the son of Sachi, Gaura Hari, and Sri Nanda Nandan, the son of Nanda, Krishna, as one. Know that Gurudev is Sri Krishna's beloved, who manifested in this world, dear mind, as a savior of the fallen for you. You cannot progress without Guru. If you want your own welfare, hold tight onto the Guru's lotus feet, always keeping the Guru's instructions in mind. Bhaktivinoda begs, please grant me strength that I may do this myself. Jai Shri Shri Bhaktivinoda Thakur Ki Jai.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So, on listening this beautiful poetry commentaries by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ji, it is written that we cannot progress without Sri Guru, and we should keep the instruction of Sri Guru in our mind and heart, and tightly hold the lotus feet of the Sri Guru. So, upon thinking upon these lines, we heartily invite our Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj Ji, to enlighten our mind with the verse 2 of Sri Manah-Siksa by Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. Please accept our most humble obeisances onto your lotus feet.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept our humble, respectful obeisances. We heartily welcome all of you. And I would like all of you to understand that we deeply appreciate it. Your being with us. Your existence is making our Christian consciousness worthwhile. Therefore, we deeply appreciate all of you. We are existing because of all of you. So you are very, very important to our life. Continuing to feast on Raghunath Das Goswami's Saram. Mahaprasadam has left. And also added to the flavor by His Divine Grace, Sachinananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and other wonderful acharyas, Shivaram Swami Maharaj, His Holiness, Sachinandan Maharaj, and others. Namo Vishnu Padya Krishna Prajaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamane Avase Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sanyabhadi Pastatade Satere Om Gyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Sarakaya Chakshurumritam Jena Tashmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Mano Vistam Sapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadama Yam Dadati Chwa Padantikam Bandeham Sri Gurun Sri Taparakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnava Amcha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagano Lalita Sri Visakam Vitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namasute Tapta Kanchana Gurangi Radhe Bundavaneshwari Rishabhani Sute Devi Punamami Hari Priya Vanchakal Pataru Vyascha Vipasan Divyaye Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakti Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami ki jai, all glories to all the Guru Prabhupada, and all the devotees who are physically present and who are so spiritually present. Hare Krishna, dear devotee. We are not tired of wishing you a happy Kartik and a successful Kartik 2024. Hare Krishna, so we continue with our discussion. Today we are on day 5 and verse 2, part 1. Part 1. Yeah, we are starting today. Yes, you will also notice that last year we announced that devotees who will faithfully participate till the end, they will have a material reward, giving a certificate of participation. So that was motivation to get devotees to participate, and it works. But this year, if you notice, we didn't promise those who will participate to the end anything. Because we forgot. It is not that we forgot. It was deliberate that we didn't promise this. It was deliberate that we didn't promise this in the beginning. Why? Because we want to see those who are spiritually motivated to participate. Not to get any recognition for participation, but we really want to see those who are thirsty for Christian consciousness. We want to see those who are spiritually motivated, not any physical reward, but spiritual reward. Because we are not doing anything material, and we cannot force anyone to become a devotee. And Christian consciousness is by choice, desire based on our fortune to accept Krishna the Supreme and give our life completely to Him. As Krishna requested, we should surrender. We should surrender to the lotus feet of the spiritual man. Surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna. Yes. So those who we are participating like children will be enticed by some material objects. If you, when we are little children and we are sick, the medicine is for us, not for the parent, not for the doctor. The medicine is for the child who is sick. But because we are children and not knowing what is good for us, we don't take the medicine until the parent entice us. If you take this medicine, quinine, no, quinine is quinine is not a very tasty medicine. And like other Ayurvedic medicine, they're not very tasty. They're not very tasty. They're terrible. They have a very terrible taste. Last year, we were taking some Ayurvedic medicine, and the teacher people told me how once the devotee wanted to tell what it is, and they swore never to taste it again. Because it was not a rasmal. It was not a rasmal. Sundays, gulab jamun. It was not. Amrit Kelly. It was not Amrit Kelly. Some, you cannot say it is bitter, you cannot say it is sweet, and it's not also a water taste. Just completely different. So, the children will not like to take the medicine. Therefore, the parent will tell you, take this medicine. See, I have Sundays for you. And because you are addicted to Sundays, because of Sundays, you will take the medicine. But that is for children. An adult will not or should not wait for enticement to do what is good for us. See, we want to see some maturity in our Christian conscious life. We want to see some maturity in our Christian consciousness. Therefore, we deliberately didn't offer any remuneration for participants. We left it open to see those of us or to see our appetite in Christian consciousness. That is what we did. Some time back, a devotee took me to see a Chinese doctor. After the doctor diagnosed the prescribed medicine, so the doctor started telling me, you should take this medicine and you should drink water 2 gallons every day. And he brought out his own jar of water. And he said, see, this is my bottle. It's my bottle of water. So the devotee who took me there started reporting me to the doctor. Doctor, talk to him. He will not take this medicine. He will not take it. Talk to him. He won't drink water. Talk to him. The doctor looked at me and he said, you are not a baby in the womb of a mother. Now you are out, an adult. Therefore, you should do this yourself. Do what is good for yourself. You should do it. I said, yes, doctor, I will do it. You understand? This is what the doctor said. I'm no longer in the womb. That will depend on, yes, mother's feeding in the womb. We have to now take the medicine directly. That's what the doctor told me. And it makes sense. So I feel as we share it. And based on that, we deliberately not offer you anything because we want to see your appetite. That is the duty of a good teacher. A good teacher would like to see how the students are following the teachings. So we didn't promise you anything, and we will not promise you anything. But we promise you one thing, that those who follow everything attentively, carefully, judiciously, apply these teachings carefully, we promise you that you have the blessing of Raghunath Goswami, you have the blessing of Sakura, you have all our chariots blessing, and your interest in Krishna will be attained. So we continue from our feasts. I hope all of you are relishing the feast. I pray. You should not relish what we are saying. You should relish what our chariots are saying. We are simply serving you the prasad. We are simply serving the prasad. And we beg you to have a very nice appetite to enjoy this feast. In the French people, they will say, bon appetit. And the Portuguese, they will say, bon appetit. 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 You should have nice appetite to enjoy your feast, the prasad. So we wish you a good appetite to relish the feast. So we continue with our discussion, our feast. So we are ready to serve the prasad. So please enjoy your prasad. Dharma, bali, vede, yā're, etika, prasamsa, kare, adharma, bali, yaninde, yā're. Taha kichu nahi kare dharma, adharma, pariharan, aoratande, kuda, vyapari. Engage neither in anything that the Vedas proclaim to be dharma, nor in anything that it censors. Do not, we should not, leaving all dharma and adharma aside, enrapture yourself in the supreme mystery. Bhakti not Sakura. Lifetime that's Sakura, and also Raghunath Das Goswami. Engage neither in anything that the Vedas proclaim to be dharma. In the 6th canto of Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami told Maharaj Parikshit, please, my dear king, do not listen to the Vedas, because they will misdirect your intelligence towards meaningless things like going to heaven. Meaningless things like going to heaven. Don't listen to the Vedas. The Vedas we are referring to here is not the Mahapurana. We're not talking about Bhagavad Gita, we're not talking about Sri Upanishad, the letter of devotion, letter of instruction, we're not talking about Srimad Bhagavad, etc. The Vedas we're talking to is Raju, Atharva, Sama, Rig Veda. We're referring to that. We're not referring to the Smritis. The Smritis, of course, Prabhupada said Nigama, the Vedas. They are also the Vedas, but they are the 50 Vedas. They are the 50 Vedas. That is what we're discussing. We have been advised to do what? We should leave all dharma and adharma. What do you mean by dharma and adharma? And when Bhagavad Gita says, we'll start about dharma, parityaja. Parityaja means to give up, throw away completely. Dharma purutita kotevatar paramandirma saranam, picking out, putted out all Dharma and adharma. What does it mean? The scripture is not saying we should become irreligious. That is not what the scripture is saying. That's not what Christian is teaching. Christian is not saying we should become adharma or dharmic in our activities in our lives. And in chapter 12, also, Krishna is speaking the same thing. All auspicious and inauspicious things to be given up. That's chapter 12 of the Gita. Auspicious and inauspicious things to be given up. So what are we talking about? Dharma, artha, kam, moksha. This is what we call dharma. Should be given up. And adharma, everybody knows that. Everybody knows what it is. And Bhakti Thakura, he has also given details, explanation about what is dharma and what is adharma. That should be given up. He explained all these things. We shouldn't waste our time. We should not waste our time for what it promises. Another word proper use in translating Bhagavad Gita, he said, flowery word of the Vedas, the flowery words. Very pleasing. You do this, you go to heaven. In the heaven, there is Nanda garden. Yes. There you get Amrit. What is that? Useless. When Parikshit Maharaj was sitting at the bank of the Ganga, waiting to get a suitable person to give him the solution to material existence, one who wants to escape material existence. So many personalities came, including them, because they all came. Oh, dear king, don't worry. We are here with Amrit to give to you. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. As they were just talking their nonsense, Sukadeva Goswami appeared. And hearing such thing, he was so angry, and he kicked out all the demigods with Amrita. What do you mean Amrita? Can you compare this to Bhagavatam? Is there any comparison? It's an offense to compare that. He kicked them all out with their nectar. You get up from here. Let me tell you what is the reality. Parikshit Maharaj, sit down, they discuss. He kicked out all of them. That is a dharma. Digging well for people to drink free water, planting tree for people to sit down, and giving free education to people, feeding people grains on the Ekadasi days. Dharma, these are all dharma. They are all useless. All useless. All useless. They're all kicked out. And then what is the next thing? The next thing he said, Yachimana dhari taba paya. Se sakala parihari braja bhume vasakari. Irata hao yugala seva. Oh, heart, I beg you. Yachiman. Oh, heart, I beg you, holding to your feet, abandoning everything. Sarva dharma parityajya sarva. Abandon everything. Dharma, artha, kam, moksha. Rejecting all of them. Live in Braj. Live in Braj. Braj Bhume Vasakari. Braj Bhume Vasakari. You should live there, live in Braj, and be always absorbed. Absorption. Yuktoivam. Krishna used the word in Bhagavad Gita. Yuktoivam. Absorption in the loving service of the divine couple. Sri Radha and Krishna. Radha and Krishna. Radha and Krishna. That is Braj. Braj means absorption in Radha and Krishna. That is Braj. And one can live anywhere and be absorbed in Krishna consciousness. Fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness. Of course, environment matters. Environment matters a lot. But wherever there is pure devotee, that is Braj. Krishna told Narada Muni, Naham Tistanti Vaikunta. My dear Narada, if you go to Vaikunta, you will never see me there. I'm not in Vaikunta. If you go to the heart of the yogis, you will not find me there. The only place you can find me is where my devotees are sitting and constantly chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna said, that is my abode. That is where you find me. Means what? Krishna is attached to his devotees. It is not devotee. It is not. It is not a good. It is not a good piece. You, let me put it. Sanatana Goswami said, Lord Krishna forgot to do his duty because the gopis tied him up. And Krishna became attached to the gopis that he forgot to do his duty. Krishna forgot to do his duty because his own attachment to the gopis. The gopis, they tied him. They tied him up. As we are singing now. Now we are singing every day. Right? This is what we are singing. Every day we are singing. Yes. Lord Krishna is bind with the rope of affection of Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda did not use the rope to tie Krishna. She used affection to tie Krishna. That is why Krishna does not have power to escape. You see, Krishna had power even when he was bound up. He had the power to liberate others, but he couldn't liberate himself because he was tied up by affection of Mother Yashoda. But Salya brain personified, tied Krishna up. He couldn't escape. that is Krishna consciousness. That is Krishna. So Lord Krishna was tied up by the affection of gopis that he was attached to them and forgot to do his duty until a Kruga was sent to come and chastise Krishna and drag him out. Even when Akura dragged Krishna out, come on, let's go. How can you leave your parents to be suffering like this? Don't you see what is happening? Every day, Kamsa come with a sword before Vasudeva and Dev can treat them. I'll kill you now. I'll kill you now. See, I'll kill you now. Every day he's doing this. And you're sitting here not caring for your devotees. Please, come on, let's go. Even with that, when Krishna left and sat on the chariot, when the gopis came and looked at Krishna, so you have strength to leave us and go to another country? Krishna did not know when he jumped down from the chariot and left them. He left the Balaram was sitting there on the chariot. Balaram didn't even know it. His brother had jumped down and left with the gopis. They went to the forest. Akura came and said, what is this boy? With all my chastisement, he cannot be chained down? What is him? He felt disappointed that he couldn't fulfill his mission. So he told the Balaram, where is your brother? The then brother, he's not here. He's not here. The gopis also covered Balaram. That he didn't see his brother left him there, sitting there. He doesn't know I was sitting there. He was waiting for him. Then Balaram has to come down from the chariot, perplexed. Then looking at the ground, then he saw Krishna's footprint. It is there he started to trace Krishna until he he got him where he was with the gopis. Hey, brother, please, let's go. Oh, okay. Is it time to go? Yes, please, let's go. And then they held Krishna by hand and took him excuse me, back to the chariot. As soon as Krishna sat on the chariot, Akura did not want the second thing to happen because he wouldn't know where he will go the next and who will go to find him. Immediately, he started to drive the chariot. The gopis, they blocked the road. They were falling down. But Akura was so expert in driving the chariot. He demonstrated his expertise in driving the chariot so fast, and he can turn easily that he didn't touch the gopis. And maneuver and sped out. That is Krishna consciousness. We told you we are serving you prasadam. That is our duty, is to serve the prasadam, which was cooked by Raghunath Das Goswami, Bhakti Thakura. Yes, our duty is to serve the prasad. Please, my dear brothers, my dear sisters, relish this prasad to their full satisfaction and glorify their Lord Sri Radha and Krishna, and in love call on Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga. Okay. Sri Sachinanda Dane Sri Nanda Nandan Sane Ekakari Karaha Bhajana Sri Mukunda Priya Jana Guru Deva Jana Mana Toma Lagi Patita Pavana. Worship our treasure, Sri Sachinandan. Our treasure is Sri Sachinandan, the son of Sachi Devi, Gora Hari, Gora Sundar, Gora Gopal, Gora Chandra, Gora Narayan, Gora. And Sri Nandanandan, the son of Nanda Maharaj, who is Krishna as one without a second. Know that Gurudev is Sri Krishna's beloved, who manifested in this world. Dear mind, as a savior of the fallen you. Jagatere Prakata Bhai Tanha Vina Gatina in Yadi Chahapana Kusala. Tanhara Charane Dhari Tad Adesa Sada Smari E Bhakti Vinode Dehabala. You cannot progress without Guru. If you want your own welfare, hold tight. Hold very tight onto the Guru's lotus feet. Always keeping the Guru's instructions in mind. Bhakti Thakura begs, please grant me strength that I may do this myself. As we do this myself. Yeah, Bhakti Thakura is not a bluffer. He's not giving us something which he is not doing himself. That is Acharya. Acharya means perfect teacher by example, not just speaking. Or the Acharya, the best way that Acharya teaches is by their own personal example, not just by their word. Their word is there, but the main teaching is example, could they said. Adding to that, we would like to look at what Narottam Das could have said. It is impossible to achieve the mercy of the Supreme Lord or devotional service without taking shelter of the lotus feet of the spiritual master. Therefore, in order to enter the temple of devotional service, one must first take shelter of the lotus feet of the spiritual master. Hence, Sri Narottam Thakura is offering this prayer to his spiritual master. The word Sri Guru means a spiritual master with all spiritual opulence. Sri Guru means the spiritual master with all spiritual opulence. The spiritual master is endowed with the potency to deliver his disciples from the grip of nations and take them to the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. In other words, the spiritual master is the treasury of loving devotional service. The word Sri Guru Charana Padma do not only mean the lotus feet of the spiritual master, but the word Charana is used here for respect, just as in Sri Dhira Swami Charana or Sri Goswami Charana, etc. It's respect. All right. We just wanted to add that. Nadaramam nadarama sutigana niruktam kila kuru Raje Radha Krishna Pasura Paricharani Hatanu Yachi Sumunandi Swarapati Swatave Guru Param Mukunda Prestatve Smaraparam Ajasam Nalu Manah. Indeed, do not perform any pious act prescribed in the Vedas and supporting literature or sinful act forbidden in them. Do not. We shouldn't. We should not perform any pious act prescribed in the Vedas. Parikshit Maharaj was highly appreciated by his guru, Sukadeva Goswami. When in the 6th canto he was describing the process of Prayaschitta, Parikshit Maharaj very intelligently requested, Gurudev, can you teach me something better? Because do these sinful activities, you can counteract it by this jagya or by this performance or by this and by this. Is there a way that one can completely uproot the seed of sinful life? So Sukadeva Goswami was so pleased to hear his disciples speak like this. Prabhupada mentioned the purport. Bona fide disciple, bona fide guru. The relationship always brings miracles. Always. The relationship between bona fide guru, bona fide disciple always brings miracles. It is always a sweet celebration. It is at that point, it is in this relationship that say there is no obstacle in pressure bhakti. It is on this level. Those of us who are not in this level will have difficulties. But those who are on this level, there is no obstacles. Obstacle is not there. Saying here in Braj, please perform profuse service to Sri Radha and Krishna, O mind, unceasingly. Remember the son of Sachi as the son of Nanda Maharaj, and Sri Guru as the dearest servant of Lord Mukunda. Even in the Bible, it is also mentioned, prayer without ceasing. Yes. Prayer without ceasing. And from the rising of the sun till the setting, one should constantly call on the name of the Lord. And Bible get a question says, Satatam Krita Yantumam. Always chanting my glories. Always, not sometimes, always chanting my glories. One becomes a Mahatma Natupa. Mahatma Natupa Parata Devim Prakritim. Shita. Devim Prakritim. Devi Prakritim. Ashita. That is how to enter. We should always, constantly, without ceasing, chant Jai Sachinandan Gorari. Jai Nandan Nandan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Should not forget. This is activity of unfortunate souls. Next. Yeah, this is a background. The first verse dealt with the question of what one should do when faith in Krishna Katha rises within the heart of the jiva. And the answer to that was that one should take Diksha mantra, accepting a spiritual master, serve Vaishnavas, and worship Radha and Krishna. There are certain implied questions. These are certain implied questions and doubt in that first verse, which will be discussed further. Yes, when one hears this thing, the question comes in mind. The question comes because we are human beings. We have feelings, so question will come. The first doubt concerns how an individual jiva who gives up false pride and takes shelter of Krishna Bhakti will earn a living. It might appear that no one who gives up dharma and not dharma, as prescribed in this verse, will maintain livelihood. This question is always yesterday we got the same question. The second doubt concerns accepting the worship of Sri Radha and Krishna, the divine couple, as the ultimate and only object. Such a person needs to understand how to know and in regard Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without disturbing one pointed worship. 3. The third doubt concerns needing to know the method in which one should meditate on Sri Guru. Answers to all these are provided below with proper analysis. So these are common questions. Now you get the answers. You get the answer. Na dharmam, Shruti Gana Niruktam Kilakuru. Do not perform the pious or sinful activities mentioned in the rituals, in the Shrutis. The Shrutis' essence is the esoteric conclusion that one should serve the divine couple Sri Radha and Krishna uninterruptedly, externally. Whatever a human being does falls in one of these two categories of dharma and adharma. If we reject both, life cannot be sustained even for a moment. Therefore, Raghunath Das Goswami did not actually prohibit all activities in relation to engaging the senses in the world, or did he prohibit all prescribed duties in relation to awakening a soul to the ultimate goal of life? If one, let us be very, very sincere and open to ourselves. Let us open our eyes and see. Let's open our eyes. So we can straighten our faith and understand what is Krishna consciousness and become successful in it. The prostitute was making her livings from selling her body to get money. How much was she getting from it? She was not a wealthy person, and she doesn't have a respect in the society. Have you ever looked at that? She will not have any respect in the society before a prostitute. It's not a good business. It's not a good profession. So, first of all, she's not an important personality in a society. She's not very appreciated by elite. She condemned life. She was not much money also. But when she became a devotee, her profession became the supreme occupation for all living entities. Devotional service for doing japa, exactly the way her spiritual master was chanting, 300,000 names he was chanting. And she became famous, well respected and honored all over the world. She's in the scripture. You see the transformation? Can we see what devotion can offer? Can we see what Bhakti? What was her profession? She was not now contaminating her conscience by thinking about this man or that man, this man or that man, this man, and money, 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 money. She was now absorbed in Krishna, simply chanting the holy name of Krishna. What happened? Her maintenance was no more a problem. She does not need to engage in abominable activity to make a living. Everything becomes auspicious, perfect, and clean. Can't we see this? We have been hearing this passing for many years. Can't we see this? Why can't we see this and have faith in Krishna that if I give myself 100% to Krishna, I will get everything? Why can't we do that? And we have also many times heard Chaitanya Mahaprabhu telling Srivas Pandit. You get the answer also. I think it's in the front. Yes, let's go further. The next you can get it there. There are two categories of living beings: the spiritually ignorant and the spiritually intelligent. For spiritually ignorant living beings, the Vedas are Shruti and Smriti. The Vedas are Shruti and Smriti list many rules and prohibitions to promote piety and discourage sin. Fear of punishment motivates spiritually ignorant jivas to follow such rules. A devotional service performed by Gyanis. Devotional service performed by Gyanis. They take to Krishna out of fear of sin. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. Whenever they do anything independently of such scriptural guidelines, the actions have an inauspicious result. So out of fear, they don't do that. They throw the scripture on a standard. Therefore, they raise their standard from karma yogi to Gyan yogi. Those who have attained self-realization are spiritually intelligent, conscious of their spiritual identity as servant of God. They do not need and shouldn't do actions motivated by fear. Yes. Devotional service is a spontaneous thing. It is not motivated by anything. That is why Kapil Muni described separatist devotion, separatist devotees, separatists. Separatists are two categories. Separatists, two categories. And then he described also devotional service, which is not motivated by this. It is selfless devotional service. And then transcendental devotional service. Devotional service, the mode of ignorance, passion, goodness, and transcendental devotional service. Such persons who have realized their spiritual identity must pursue the worship of the divine couple without much regard to dharma or adharma, even while performing whatever required duties are needed in their life. Sadhaka should infuse those activities with service to Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. They do everything in connection with Krishna. Therefore, they have promotion in their Krishna consciousness. All right. Those persons who live according to Varnashram Dharma should do those actions in a mood related to pure devotional service. For example, those who are grihastas should establish the deity form of the Sri Vigraha at home. Then all activities such as earning money, farming, supporting one's family, protecting wealth and assets, building houses, and so forth should be done in the mood of identifying oneself as a servant to the deity who is the enjoyer of all those activities. Yes, everything should be done as service to the Lord. And we take the remnant. Why should we fear that the Lord will not protect us? One should never think, I am the enjoyer and master. I can exploit the fruit of my work for my own enjoyment. According to Hari Bhakti Vilas, even rituals such as the Sraddha, oblation, offering to ancestors should be performed in the mood of the service to the deity. When a person has no more attachment and dependency upon the principles of Varanasam Dharma, the pure intrinsic nature of devotional service for the pleasure to the divine couple is easily available. Then one can live in Brajdham, at least mentally, if not both physically and mentally. But to be done. Yeah, the deity worship is going on there nicely. This should be done. And all our activities should be centered on the deity's enjoyment. It doesn't mean it has to. It is a deity in the house, which all our attentions are focused upon. This is devotional service. Everything becomes purified. All right. Once, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Srivas Pandit and asked, "Hey, Pandit, you are only reciting the Gita or holding kirtan festivals at your house, and it doesn't bring money. How do you maintain your family with its numerous members?" Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is using his devotee to teach us the mentality, the mood we should have as a devotee. He always tests his devotees. The first time he has tested many times. Srivas Pandit said, if we serve you, if we have trust in you, let's look at the qualification. And we should also refer to Gita 9:22. You should refer to that. If we have faith in you, you have said that you will maintain us. If for one day you don't maintain us, no problem. For the second day, you don't maintain us, also no problem. Even for the third day, we can still keep on fasting. We can fast 3 days, no problem. If on the fourth day nothing comes, we will all go to the Ganga and drown ourselves because we have failed on our promise. Is it possible that Krishna will fail in his promise? No. So Shiva said, this is your promise. So if you don't do that, we are not going to change our mind to start going to, when Chaitanya says you should go out, you should go to America, you should go to foreign country, go and look for money. See what point I'm not going. I'm not going. You promise and you maintain us. You take shelter of you, 9:22, what is it? Ananya Stintayantu Mam Janaha Parupa Sati Tisam Nitya Biyuktanam Jugasimam Ami. For those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, today I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. We should try to understand this verse. You see, demigod give us something, go. But here, Krishna said, I will give you and I will stay with you for eternity. That means that whatever Krishna give will not finish. Not finish. It's only Krishna that can do this. So Sridhar Pandit said, this is your promise. And this verse was quoted. Krishna, Chaitanya Prabhu himself quoted this verse to Srivas, what am I hearing? What did you say? That you fast? I promise you that in this house, even if a time will come that Lakshmi Devi becomes a beggar, carrying a begging bowl in her to go and beg. This is your house. Nothing will be lacking. Everything is here in this room. Everything here. Everything is here. Yes. But We must serve him exclusively. We must trust him completely, and we have unflinching faith in him. Ananya Bhakti. All right. Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. Thank you so much for the Nectarian class. Thank you so much for your words, which will take us and help us in advancing in our bhakti. Srila Gurudev, now we'll take some questions from devotees. Gurudev, there was one question from the last day by Deepali Mataji. Should I?
Yes, go ahead with your questions. We are ready.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. Please accept my humble obeisances onto your lotus feet. Dear Srila Gurudev, my question is from different class which you gave on surrender, in which you gave an example where Krishna was taking food in Dwarka and a person was bitten by a dog. Firstly, he called Krishna and then he protected himself. So Krishna sat against. So Gurudev, my question is like sometimes when we are in problem, we pray to Krishna and then by intelligence we try to solve it. And then we thank Krishna like that person in that example. So Gurudev, my question is what actual surrender is? What should a person do who is fully surrendered in the same situation?
Person who is fully surrendered means what? What means that my problem is Krishna's problem, not my problem. You're like a child. A child doesn't have problem because the parent are covering the child completely. So if the child needs a shoe, doesn't do, oh, how am I going to get money to get a shoe? The child doesn't want it like that. It's a problem with the parent. The parent will do that. If he's hungry, he will cry and need food. That's why it will be provided. The child may not know whether the parent has money or don't have money. That is not his business. Yeah, need food. That's what my parents are there to provide. That is dependence. So we depend on the Lord, and whatever happens, we take it like that. That is arrangement of Christian. Of course, that does not mean foolishness. I would depend on the Lord. I should not do anything. I should not go to the kitchen and cook. That is not what it means. We should go to the kitchen and cook. Yes, you cannot say, "Oh, I'm not the doer. I don't have to go and preach to anybody." Christian himself can do it, so he can preach and bring people. No, that is not what it means. We'll make endeavor. We'll make endeavor. For example, someone is sick, try to take medicine. So if it doesn't cure, then it's okay. It depends on Krishna. If it cures, it's okay. It depends on Krishna. But we should make attempt. Make attempt and what to resolve from Krishna. If you say, no, Krishna, no, Krishna, this must happen like now, then that is not dependent. They are not dependent. It's forcing Krishna. No detect. Dependent means we present our case to Krishna. So Krishna will give one the intelligence how to execute it. That's what it means. All right.
Yes, Srila Gurudev. Srila Gurudev, we have one more question in the chat by Mitesh Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances. I have two questions. These 5 things of pride are stuck in our roots due to our past sanskaras. So how will they come out and how will they go away? And what efforts should we make so that they go away? And the second question.
No, we discussed it yesterday. We should take shelter of Guru, we should take shelter of Vrindavan, we should take shelter of the holy name, we should take shelter of devotees of Vrindavan. All these are the solutions. We should take shelter of all this paraphernalia. Then we can overcome all that. We should regularly hear the danger of pride. The pride brings illusion. Yesterday we took that from Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada said that from Bhagavad Gita. Pride will produce illusion. So here, then we can get everything clear in our head. Yes.
Yes, Shila Gurudev. Gurudev, the second question is, when faith develops, the first action is to take shelter of Diksha Guru. So how do we understand whether our faith has increased or not?
When our interest, when our interest is increasing, our desire to move forward in Christian consciousness, our desire to accept shelter, means the faith is developing, it's increasing. If it's not increasing, we will not go further. we will either retrieve or yes, we will just remain stagnant. That's what it means. But if faith is increasing, it means that we are moving forward. You want to hear more, you want to study more, you want to serve more, you want to associate more. We are appreciating Christian consciousness. So we're moving forward.
Thank you, Srila Gurudev. Gurudev, we have few more hands raised. First of all, Bhakt Kamita Prabhuji, you unmute yourself and kindly ask the question.
Krishna Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisance. Thank you for the beautiful class. So my question is on the first and second verse, we've been advised that we should be absorbed in the service of Radha and Krishna. And Krishna specifically specifies that our mode of service should be free from awe and reverence. However, in our duties, we maybe when we go out on books or we go out to work, because of the contact with Maya, we have some fear, or we may approach Krishna in a sense of wanting protection from him. So it forces us to be in that mood of awe and reverence. So is Krishna less pleased when we approach him like this, or we have to be free from that completely to be able to fully please him?
Praying to Krishna for protection does not destroy our loving devotion side for Krishna. It doesn't interfere with pure bhakti. Praying to Krishna, please, Krishna protect me. It doesn't destroy that. And Lochita Mahaprabhu, he's singing Krishna, 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 He. Krishna, 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 Raksha. Krishna, 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 Pahe Rama, Raghava Rama, Raghava Rama, Raghava Rakshaman. Krishna, Keshava, Krishna, Keshava, Krishna, Keshava, Pahe. O Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, please protect me and maintain me. O Lord Amachandra, the descendant of King Raghu, please protect me. O Krishna, O Keshava, the killer of Kesi demon, please maintain me. This is prayer we make to Lord Krishna, to Lord Amachandra for protection. That does not disturb our pure bhakti, doesn't spoil it. So we can pray, oh Krishna, I'm going to the street now, I'm going to a battlefield. I have no strength, so you protect me, give me all intelligence so I can be able to represent you perfectly and not becoming a disgrace. So that is, it doesn't disturb our bhakti. And that is not about fear. It is recognizing our low nature and appreciating Krishna's supreme position. So we should think like that, we should pray like that, we should feel like that. All right?
Thank you, Gurudev.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. Gurudev, now we have Krishnanan Prabhuji. Please unmute yourself and go ahead with your question.
Hare Krishna, Gurudev. Please accept my humble obeisance unto your divine lotus feet. Gurudev, my question was in continuation with the question of Dipali Mataji. You said that one should endeavor. So, how can we understand surrender with the example of Prahlad Maharaj and Abris Maharaj? Like they can also do some sort of endeavor to protect themselves, but they didn't did anything.
In our system, we have seen pure devotees acting differently, but their action does not mean they are not pure devotees. And Maharaj, he didn't pray for protection. Prahlad Maharaj, he simply meditated on the singing days, Jai Sri Hari, Jai Sri Hari, Jai Sri Hari. He was praying. So it does not disqualify him from being a pure devotee because he prayed and the other person did not pray. That is not a qualification. It depends on our mood. It depends on the mood. Some devotees prayed, some did not pray. But all of them, some pure devotees. So in some circumstances, you see many devotees who prayed. I see other devotees who did not pray. They just do everything for Krishna. And Krishna is there taking care. So we see is like God Kishore Devaji Maharaj, he had no one single temple. Not even one, not even in ashram. Not even a hut. They have to construct it for him to stay with his Bhakti Notakura. But his disciples, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati has how many? 64 temples. Yeah, 64. 63 in India. Only one is outside India. So can we say that he is a saint gratifier, and he's not a pure devotee, but his guru is a pure devotee because he's completely detached. He doesn't even have a hut over his head. No. You see, our sis Goswami, they constructed very expensive, magnificent temples. See what the sis Goswami, but they were living under trees. They didn't build a temple for themselves. They built it for us. I don't know how many of us will go now without a Krishna Balam temple in Vrindavan and go and sit under a tree and chant Hare Krishna. I don't know who will do that. And if they don't establish Radha Madan and Mohan temple, Radha Gopina, Radha Govinda temple, Radha Kshamasunda, Damodara, if they don't send this, where will you visit? Where will you visit if you go to Vrindavan? What will you do? There's nothing. But they help to create all these things for us. It is not for ourselves, but not for themselves. They did it for us. So we're going to say, oh, you have 64 temples. This is self-gratification. That's an offense. Neither can we say, oh, Dhira Maharaj. See, Dhira Maharaj. Self-gratifier. Look at the extent of his desire. So high. He wants something bigger than the Lord Brahma. This is the essence of sanctification. You cannot say like that. No, that becomes an offense. Oh, Gajendra. See, you're so useless. You joined this movement out of distress. You didn't join this movement as a POD. You're very distressed. As you come to Christian consciousness, say, oh, you are nonsense. It's an offense if you say like that. It's an offense. So we are different. We have different mood. Some are Ghost Ananda and some are Bhajan Anandi. The same what is. Lokana Goswami, only one disciple. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, 5,000. Prabhupada, how many thousand?
10,000.
Javataka Maharaj,
62,000.
There's more than 60,000. The last time we counted was 70 something thousand. It's more than 60,000, 70,000 or 80 now. Right?
Yes, Maharaj.
So you can say, oh, you have 165,000 disciples. Your Guru has only one. This is nonsense, Maya. He was simply saving conditioned souls. That's all. So whatever out of humility, property, whatever offense I've committed by accepting so many people, Christians forgive me. He did that just to sell, to expand Christian consciousness. Say they cannot be at fault. All right.
Yes, Gurudev. Gurudev, now we have some 3 questions in the chat. Should you address them now or tomorrow?
There's one hand up there first. Before you go to the
Okay,
Shweta have
Gurudev.
been
Yes, yes, Mataji. Shweta Mataji, you may unmute yourself.
Humble obeisances to the Gurudev. Danvat Pranam. Gurudev, this is the question from my friend that when Vrindavan was excavated by again Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again took it out, Vrindavan was immersed. So where should we, I could understand this, where in heart we should have which image of Vrindavan? The Vrindavan which was before it was the whole immersed, or Vrindavan which was after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought it up?
it's the same thing. It's the same thing, no difference between Vrindavan before in Krishna time and Vrindavan Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's the same thing. There's no difference. No difference. Well,
Okay, Guru.
the only difference you can say that Krishna was physically present that time. That's the only difference. The same thing, the same potency, the same place. Some place was forgotten, but he sent the disciples to go and renovate all of them, which they did. So it's the same.
Okay, I will answer my friend. Okay, thank you.
I had a word. Next.
Yes, Gurudev. Gurudev, now we have questions from chat box. So, Gurudev, the first question is from Sonia Raman Mataji. Hare Krishna Maharaj, Danvat Pranams. Please accept my humble obeisances. It was said that self-realized soul shouldn't do any actions which was motivated by fear. My question is, even when we are engaging in devotional service, oftentimes there has a fear feeling that not freed from shoka, moha, bhaya, paha. So how should we overcome from fear?
We should look at our faith. The fear is due to the fact that our faith in Krishna is not strong. So we should look at our faith. Why fear? See, if you fear somebody, if you fear somebody, you cannot love that person. And it will not take long before you start hating that. Anything which frightens us, we tend to hate it very soon. So you cannot love Krishna if you are serving with fear. You cannot love your spiritual master or love your husband if everything is done by fear. You cannot have love for any person or anything that we fear. We have fear. That's a Rupa Goswami will describe answer. We already discussed. Yeah, Rupa Goswami said we should see Krishna as a friend. And also here, Raghunath Goswami, we already discussed a few days ago. Should treat Guru as our confidential friend. So we should look at our faith. We should check our faith. He is our well-wisher. Krishna is our well-wisher, our supreme well-wisher. You know, when a child is afraid of the father, means he's not behaving well. A child that is behaving well will not fear the father. When he hear the father's voice coming, he run to go and hug the dad, because he knows that the dad has a loaf of bread in the car. I have some goodies, something going to offer. But when the child is breaking in the house, is misbehaving, very naughty, when he hear the father's voice, he's afraid, he has to run. I'm going to be punished for my nonsense. Like Krishna himself. After breaking the pot of yogurt, he said, mother is going to punish me for this. Better go and hide myself somewhere. He's afraid. But if he's not done something wrong, he'll not be afraid. He'll be there. Be happy. So let us check this thing in the quality of our faith and our activities, that we should learn how to do things right. They will not be afraid of father or our fathers, our parents, our friends, our husband. We will love them. And the relationship will be very, very sweet. Hari Hari Bol.
Gurudev, we have just last question by Manisha Pandey Mataji. Hare Krishna Maharaj, my heartful obeisances. My question is, what Srinivas Thakur wants to do, like he is waiting for Lord to serve, is it correct way of devotion?
Waiting for the Lord?
Waiting for the Lord to serve, to get served.
He's waiting for the Lord so he can serve him. I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand before I give this.
Hare Krishna Srila Gurudev. It was seen in the pastime today that he's saying that if God does not come to feed me, then I'll commit suicide, like that. If he doesn't provide, then we'll commit suicide. So that's the mood of taking service from Lord.
No. Srivas Pandit is saying the Lord promised to provide all that we lack and also to protect it. So Srivas Pandit is saying, this is what you promise. So I will follow this. And if we fail to do that, then I will fast and die. I just fast. I will not go and beg anywhere. I will just sit down here, fast and die, or drown myself in Ganga. That's what it means. That means that his faith in Krishna is very strong. He's not saying he's going to do it. He's not saying he's going to do it, but he is saying that if that is so, I'm fast today. I'm not going to change my mind from accepting you as the supreme. I'm already accepting you as the supreme personality. That's all. Whatever happens, I'm not going to change my mind anywhere. Nothing can push me to change my mind from you. So better I die than to think of going to worship that person, going to do that person, taking shot. I would never do that again in this life. This is confidence in the Lord. And you should have this confidence in the Lord. And everything will be fine. All right?
Yes, Gurudev. Yes, yes, Gurudev. Now we are done with the questions.
Actually, forgive me, Gurudev. There is one more question in the chat.
This one in Hindi. One question in the Hindi. Can you get it?
That question is Hindi. So, would you like to address that question?
Yes. What is it?
Dipanshu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Maharaj Pamu. As you know, there is a punya and pap. Punya and pap we should not do. But Jayapataka Swami Maharaj and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did Shraddh Kriya. So does this comes under Karma Kand or and what we should do. We should karm kand. Is doing karm kand is necessary or not?
That is not karma kan. That is not karma kan. It is not. This is an offering to Lord Vishnu to free our ancestors who are suffering in the hell. So it is let us say an act of sympathy. It's an act of sympathy. We care for ancestors. So we do Shraddha. Krishna did, not only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but Krishna himself he did. He took all the Pandavas and the Vrishnis to Ganga to do ceremony after the battle of Kurukshetra. But Ramachandra himself he did. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did. Advaita did. Yes, Jabalka Maharaj he did. And we're also doing what when a devotee leaves the body, we take the ashes to the Ganga and do and prayers so that the soul can be elevated. I remember many times some disciples have difficulty with their parents. So I asked them to bring the picture of their parent, the brother or the mother or father, whom they were always seeing in a dream suffering. So I told them to sponsor prasadam, whatever they are. The deities, they did. Bring the picture and they pray to the deity to help. And they mentioned that dream they were having about them has stopped. So it is working to help the family members who are suffering in the hell. That is what it is for. So if you want to do, you should do. If you don't want to do it, no problem. No problem. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear Gurudev.
Jai.
Jai.
Raghunath Das Goswami ki jai.
Jai.
Bhakti Thakur ki jai.
Jai.
Gaura Bhakti Vrind ki jai.
Jai.
Sri
Srila
Kartika
Gurudev.
Ki jai.
Jai.
Sri Manah-Siksa ki jai.
Jai.
Nitya
His
Gaura
Holiness Bhakti.
Hari Hari. Hari
Gaura Hari Bo.
Thank you, Gurudev.
Haribo.
Gurudev ki jai.
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 Thank you so much, dear devotees, for joining Gurudev. So today's session was being facilitated by the dear Vaishnavs. So the Vaishnava song which was sung was by Kamita Prabhuji, and Zoom handling services was done by Shweta Mataji. Screen sharing was done by Anurag Prabhuji. Portuguese interpretation was done by Yogini Mataji. Hindi interpretation was done by Prashant Tiwari Prabhuji. Muting, unmuting, and spotlighting services was done by Darshini Mataji, and recording was done by Venkatesh Prabhu. So we thank all the dear devotees who helped us in conducting the daily sessions of Manah-Siksa. And we like to request all the devotees to daily join these sessions, because these sessions are actually very much nectarian, and it will help us to complete all the vows which we have taken during this Kartik month. Thank you so much, dear devotees, for joining today. Vancha kalpatarubhishcha kripa sindhubhyevicha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namo. Thank you, dear devotees. Hare Krishna.